Hello guys, I am Ayush and welcome to my channel Trailblaze with Ayush. Disclaimer: before watching this episode, please watch the first episode because it helps you to understand the content which is going to be explained in this episode. I am going to continue last episode's discussion with my grandfather, which was about gas turbines. I currently have my grandfather with me also now, who is going to explain to you about the different problems occurring during the working of a gas turbine. Azuba, can you continue?
Hello, Ayush. This gas turbine operates at very high temperature. In the combustion chamber temperature is around 1000 degrees centigrade, which is much higher to make the metal to go bad within the certain operating period. So now the manufacturer does give us a limitation of how much period you should operate it before then you can go for maintenance. And maintenance is done on the gas turbine, compressor and combustion chamber. Combustion chamber liners are subjected to the deterioration, so they need to be checked, and the fuel nozzles, which are very important, so they need to be removed and reconditioned to make it operating at the highest efficiency, and plus the exhaust of gas turbine is also very high temperature, so which is of around 500 degrees centigrade, and normally it is left to the atmosphere. But the modern cycle is called combined cycle, which is done with the boiler on the exhaust side. Exhaust is connected with the boiler here, and that boiler makes a steam, and which drives the turbine, steam turbine. So the thermal efficiency of combined cycle goes up to the very high, which is the Carnot cycle's efficiency, which is 38 to 39%, whereas the gas turbine alone is hardly 28-29%. So we got it?
Yes, I think I've got all my answers, and we are going to ask few common questions as well. So I think you would also get your answers if they're left unanswered. Azuba, I have a few common questions related to this machine which I'm going to ask you. These are multiple choice questions in which you'll have 4 points and you have to pick the right one out. Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes, sir.
Let's begin. So I have my questions right here and I am going to ask him these questions. He has to answer them within 10 seconds. So let's see if he can do that. 1. The major fields of application of a gas turbine are aviation or oil, gas industry, or marine propulsion, or all of the above.
All of the above.
Can you explain why is this the right answer?
Because the gas turbine is a quick starting and giving the highest power possible within a short period. So the air application, that is for aircraft, that is what is very important. Similarly, marine also.
For the propellers.
Propeller to turn the shaft at the highest speed also.
Okay. And the oil and gas industry is just for the power or...
Yeah, gas industry, gas is available, fuel is available in the gas industry, so it becomes cheaper for them to run the gas turbine.
And now I'll ask the second question. The following is the limitation of gas turbines. A. They are not self-starting. B. Higher rotor speeds. C. Lower efficiency at loads. Or D. All of the above.
All of the above. Because the gas turbine needs to run or start rolling first. That is, with the starter is very much required. Whereas the steam turbine doesn't need a starter. That is a big problem with the gas turbine, and its efficiency is very low because its inlet temperature or the combustion chamber temperature is 1000 degrees centigrade, whereas the exhaust is hardly highest as 500 degrees centigrade. So the thermal efficiency is very low.
Okay. Now the third question. Which of the following is used to start the gas turbine? A. Internal combustion engine. B. Steam engine. C. Auxiliary electric motor. Or D. All of the above.
No, it is two things. One is not steam turbine. It is a diesel engine, which is called a black start machine, because if side power is lost, then electrical power is not at all available. So motor cannot start the gas turbine. So we need a starter which is done by the diesel engine, which is called a black start machine also. That means total there is no power in the site or the grid, and you can run the machine within 10 minutes and start supplying the power to the grid.
Okay. And for this question, C, right? Auxiliary engine motor.
Auxiliary, that is the electrical, if power is available, then the electrical start machines will be there. And actually the large machines, that is 90 megawatt and above, they are electrical start machines only. Whereas the small machines, like up to 20 megawatt, they are diesel start, could be a diesel start, so that they can supply the site power, also the grid regeneration.
Okay. Now we'll ask him the fourth. Gas turbine is shut down by A. Turning off the starter, B. Stopping the compressor, or C. Fuel is cut from the combustion, and D is any of the above.
No, it is basically the fuel is cut to the combustion. So the firing stops in the combustion chamber, and the hot gases doesn't drive the turbine, so the turbine anyway comes to the standstill.
Okay. So you're saying that once the combustion chamber is turned off, that is, you don't allow
the fuel
fuel.
is turned off.
Yes. So there's no combustion,
Flame goes off.
and then you don't have the fuel. You don't
Power
have the
to
power.
run the unit.
Okay. 5. In a centrifugal compressor, the diffuser converts A. Kinetic energy to pressure energy, B. Pressure energy to kinetic energy, and C. Kinetic energy to mechanical energy, and D. Mechanical energy to kinetic energy.
No, let us say compressor. Compressor compresses the air and flows to at the highest velocity to the diffuser, and the diffuser converts that velocity energy into the pressure energy.
Okay, so it's A. Kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy developed.
So I have a question again. In a centrifugal compressor, what do you mean by centrifugal compressor?
Centrifugal compressor is a rotary machine. It is not a reciprocating machine. Okay?
Okay. 6. Dash can be used as fuels to the gas turbine. A. Natural gas, B. Petroleum, C. Diesel, or D. All of the mentioned.
No, basically normally they use the diesel and the natural gas. These two fuels are normally used. I have seen. I don't know, maybe petrol will be used for somebody else.
Okay, so for now we'll take all of the mentioned, because it may be that there may be some petroleum driven compressors. So yeah, let's start. 7th question. The maximum temperature of a gas turbine is 200 degrees centigrade, B 500 degrees centigrade, C 700 degrees centigrade, or D 1000 degrees centigrade.
1000 degrees centigrade, because it has to operate at the highest temperature with the start with, and then the exhaust is around 500 degrees centigrade.
So you're saying that the exhaust is currently over around 500,
500
and the combustion is around 1000.
1000 degrees.
Okay, so eighth question: why are automobiles not equipped with turbines? So I have two questions which do not have these options because they are like actually a question and answers. So Azubah has to give the answer.
Gas turbine is a very large unit and which is subjected to the very high temperatures. So maybe high temperature and high power. So it may not be required for small automobiles.
Yes.
So it may be used for the racing cars or something which needs a higher power.
So yeah, for airplanes we told that
airplanes
because airplanes has that tons of load and that's why it has control. Because if we have these automobiles and
may
our
start
weight,
flying.
Yeah, it may start flying and then we don't know. There wouldn't be much control over the vehicle as well.
Yes, that's right.
So ninth, final question. Differentiate between combined cycle and an open cycle turbine. I want to just say that open cycle turbine is just this one which you are
This is
seeing.
the open cycle turbine.
Yes, because the exhaust is being given out by the chimney. So yeah, it's like that.
Okay, this is a chimney which takes the hot gases to the atmosphere. But if you put a boiler here which heats the water and converts the water into the steam, that is, steam goes to the turbine, steam turbine, and get condensed and again comes back to the water to the boiler. So that is combined cycle with the gas turbine, which has a higher efficiency, thermal efficiency.
You had said that time around 30 to 39.
35%.
Yeah, and an open cycle has a 29.
Open cycle is just hot gases we are letting out.
So you're saying that gas turbines can even drive steam turbines?
Yes, no, gas turbine is not driving. The steam which is generated in the exhaust.
Okay, so the combined cycle is not for these machines.
No, this is the additional equipment they put it on the exhaust. Additional equipment.
Yes.
Additional unit they put it in the exhaust, which is called waste heat boilers. They call it the waste heat boilers. Okay, the waste heat boiler generates the steam on the fuel is waste heat, which is the exhaust of gas turbine.
Okay. So I think my doubts have been cleared. So if you have your own doubts, please note down them in the comment section below. We are going to arrive with another series very soon. Till then, trailblaze your mind.